I don't know where you are, but here in relative upstate New York, it's been nothing but hot and gross lately. So when I was thinking about a pedal to grab for the next video, the DOD FX22 Ice Box just felt like the right choice. Two guitars in there. First, my Strat going clean for the main rhythm stuff. And then for the noodling around part, I used the Blues by the Caroline Guitar Company up front and played a bunch of double stops. I used this on the bass too, but I don't think it did anything worth reporting back on. So let's start with the obvious stuff. This is a Jason Lamb era DOD pedal. You can tell because it's got knobs labeled ice, cold, deep, and freeze. And it's got this really neat textured finish on the sides, almost like they sprayed it on thick and then dried it with a bunch of heat or something. I've done that by mistake before, but it looks really good here. The controls are actually pretty standard for a chorus pedal, at least once you decode them. Ice is the amount of wet to dry mix, cold is the speed, deep is the depth, or the width, and freeze is an EQ knob, so we can use that to control those higher frequencies. Let's explore those settings a little bit. What really surprised me about this pedal is how they resisted the temptation to make it an extreme chorus pedal. It's pretty well guardrailed, so you're gonna get yourself a tasty treat no matter what you do. Although I think my favorite setting with this is pointing all the knobs to the right, probably because it gives me major In Excess and Tears for Fears kind of vibes. I actually kind of hear the DOD Ice Box as maybe sitting at the same table as the Boss CH1 Super Chorus and the Electro-Harmonix Small Stone. Give a listen, see if you agree. It actually sounds like a lot of other chorus pedals, but the point I'm trying to make here is that it is not just another CE2 clone, and I can appreciate that. And I think that was 90s DOD realizing that all these younger, newer guitar players maybe wouldn't be getting excited about buying the same pedals that have literally been on store shelves for 20 to 30 years at that point. I think they also took that as an opportunity to step outside of the footprints of Boss and MXR and Ibanez, and I think that took a lot of guts. And the 90s DOD pedals you're thinking about right now, it's probably mostly distortions. The gonkulator, the meat box, the grunge, the death metal. Yeah, absolutely. But what about the milk box compressor and the ice box chorus? These still stand out today as solid pedals. And I don't know if the FX22 Tuna pedal counts as a Jason Lamb era creation. It's actually probably better it doesn't. This is one of the worst pedals, tuner or otherwise, that I've ever used. Schematically speaking, there's really nothing all that wild going on in the Icebox. MN3007 bucket brigade delay with an MN3101 oscillator. What makes it an Icebox is the specific voicings of the filters along the way. So if you're in the market for another chorus, there's at least 3 versions of this pedal out there. This version has just the cool labels. There's another version that has both labels, so you don't have to figure out what freeze means. Those were both made in the US. There's also a Chinese-made version that looks like this, which as far as I can tell has the same circuit, but looks nowhere near as cool as this. This is the best one. I don't make the rules. Short video, great pedal, but if you want to talk to me about those guitars and their pickups, I definitely want to talk about them, so I'll meet you in the comments and I'll catch you on the next one.